Sacred Lenten blessings. An African Yoruba proverb says, "A faithful person is more valuable than gold." In Chicago, there is a church in the name of D.L. Moody. But in this church, there is a room called the Harper Hall, named after a Scottish pastor, Mr. John Harper. There is a story behind this. Mr. John Harper had been invited to preach at the Moody Church, and hence to reach there, he became part of the Titanic ship's maiden voyage in 1912, which, as we know, sank into the depths of the Atlantic Ocean. At a sinking moment, Harper preached his final gospel message in the ice-cold waters of the North Atlantic Ocean. He ran from passenger to passenger and filled them with hope. And finally, he gave his own life jacket to a drowning guy and said, "I'm not going down, but going up to meet Christ." John Harper couldn't reach Moody Church that day because he died, but the Harper Hall and the echoes of lives touched by him still shout his faithfulness in volumes. Guru Granth Sahib Ank 298 says, "Those who are faithful are truly his own." So let's dive into the depths of faithfulness through the parable of talents taught by Jesus. Number 1, am I accountable? The parable of talents has a historical background. Herod's son Aquilus, after receiving authority, went to the Roman government to obtain the official letter and to return as king. During this time, about 50 Jews opposed him and said, "We don't want this man to be our king." But overcoming their opposition, he returned with full authority. Jesus might be referring to that historical event. When the person to whom we are accountable has gone to a faraway place, and also when there is a protest happening on his authority, it signifies two things. Number 1, uncertainty of time. Number 2, uncertainty of reporting. These circumstances can tempt anyone to become unfaithful and to grab everything. We also fall into this temptation when we feel there is no one watching us. But don't forget that we are accountable for everything that's given to us, even for the time which we are squandering. So when delays and comforts come, don't forget we are still accountable. Number 2, am I trustworthy? In this parable, a man gave 10 of his servants 10 minas, an equivalent of 3 months' wages, and said, "Do business until I return." Usually, no one gives servants money for making profit. But this man, who was too generous, freely gave without any signed agreement or conditions to his servants, only out of his trust. But later, when he returned, only 3 out of 10 are there. And in that also, only 2 were faithful. Let's check, are we trustworthy? Answer to these questions. Number 1, do you take more tissue papers, more sugar, more toothpicks than required when you're eating from a restaurant? Question number 2, do you take more food at a wedding buffet? Question number 3, do you throw your household waste into someone else's yard? Question number 4, do you try to cut the line in a long queue? If there is an S in the small matters, then for sure there is a question mark on our faithfulness. Don't forget, God has a trust on me, and don't deceive Him. Number 3, do I deserve a reward? The master returned at an unexpected time and rewarded each according to their work. But he didn't give them gold or riches. Instead, he appointed the first over 10 cities and the second over 5 cities. They were promoted from servants to governors. God also desires to elevate us into greater responsibilities when we show faithfulness in small things. Once a small shopkeeper taught me a valuable life lesson for a lifetime. Father, money you can make, but once the trust is lost, you can't make it. Once gone is gone forever. That's why Proverbs chapter 3 verse 3 says, "Let's love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart." May God give us the grace to be faithful till our last breath. May God bless you all. Amen.